Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by the shop. Another Screwy Tuesday. I got a few things to show you. First off, you can see I've been nesting here in my wood shop. I've been bringing things over from the main shop, taking my time, kind of thinking about it. Mainly at my age, I need to put things back kind of where they were in the original shop so I can find them. Otherwise, I have no idea where I put things. But anyway, it's starting to take shape here. So it's Sunday afternoon, just finished my dinner. Might even have barbecue sauce still on my face. But I sent a text message to my buddy Adam Booth, tribute to the Smoker King. Let's go to a couple photos there. Back from those photos, just actually those weren't smoked. They were barbecuing chicken breasts and had some apple wood in there smoking also. So we got a little smoke on the chicken breast there. Turned out well. So tonight, or today, it's tonight, it's Sunday night, show you a couple things. One, you see my nesting. I'll take a little panoramic view. I've got a lot more stuff to bring over. But we're going to talk about this guy right here. Let's see if I bring it a little closer. Hopefully it'll focus. So I've had this tool for, I don't know, maybe I might have got it with my first lathe, my South Bend lathe. I don't know really where I picked this up. And I've showed it to a lot of people over the time that I've had it, going, you know, what the hell is this? You can see it's got some screws in the front, and it's got a 5/16 threaded hole in the side. Well, the other day watching Stan Zinksoky, as he was making a new center for his lathe where it actually would fit into the headstock, as he was discussing it, I finally went, oh my God, that's what it is. Now, I'm a novice. I've been screwing around with this for maybe 10 years now. Well, in my early years when I got my South Bend, I wouldn't move the tailstock. I wouldn't move anything. I didn't know what anything was. And this unit right here, I saw that it had Allen heads in it. You think I was going to play with this thing? No, I didn't touch it at all. But once I watched Stan, I realized what I had in my hand. So we're going to go over to the lathe and we're going to talk about this unit. I did one other little nesting thing in the main shop, and we'll move over there. All right? Thanks, guys. Well, before we move too far from the wood shop, you can see that I've been hanging things on the walls. The walls. Walls? Wall. 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 W-A-L-L. It's not walls. It's wall. It's only one wall over there. So hung some clamps on the wall, and one of these items here I wanted to show you. I'll bring up a close-up. These aluminum shelves, I picked these up at a metal recycle facility, and they're actually for computers. They sit on a rack. These bolt onto a rack and adjustable, but all aluminum. They're very strong, $3 a piece. So I'm going to end up actually picking up some more of these. Get out of the way. So I think you can see over there at the table saw, I set one up there, and I'm going to do a couple others. And let's go handheld here for a second. This is kind of interesting, these baskets here. These are from a Quiznos builder developer that I work for. We had a Quiznos that went out of business. They left a lot of stuff behind, and these actually held potato chips. kind of nice. You just they pull in and out real nice, and I've got more. I've already actually used some in the house, and I've got more baskets, so we'll be setting some more of those up here in the shop also. All right, let's go over in the main shop. Whoa! Well, I lied. Before we go to the main shop, this is how I set up the little pony clamps. It's just a dado back in there, and they slide in and out. Works out really nice. And then for my bar clamps, I'm going to remake this in out of metal, but I did this way before I ever had a mill. And let's see if we can pull one out of here. I think you can see there's a little notch. Grabs that back piece right there, and it's a nice compact way of storing all these clamps. All right, now to the main shop. Well, in a past video, you've seen my Miller Synchrowave 250, and I've had the Millermatic 135 wire welder. That was my first actual MIG that I had purchased, and it's been sitting over just in the garage. And the other day I needed to make a little thing, and you'll see it when we go back to the lathe. And I thought, you know, I should really just bring that guy over, and it's a nice, easy, quick setup, and I can use it. It'll weld most things without, you know, as you can see the cables down below, pulling all that out, getting my welding table over here and stuff. So I've had it for some years. It's a great little machine, very little use, and I'm happy I moved it over here. It's very accessible and quick to set up. Let's go back to the lathe. Okay, back here at the Monarch, and before we get on the discussion here, this was what I used my little Millermatic for, just making a bracket. This was a magnifier, a lighted magnifier that I picked up at the flea market for $5, and you can probably maybe see that it's working there. So set it up here on the lathe. I'm an old guy. A little assistance always helps. But what we're back here for is to mainly talk about this guy right here. So let me chuck it up in the lathe, and we'll take a look at it. Now I've taken a file, and this whole unit's hardened. And I think this could really be a cool project. Wish I made it. I wish I could tell you that I made it, but like I said, somewhere in buying tools, this appeared, and I don't remember where. Okay, we've got the tool chucked up in the lathe, and let's get it on center. There we go, we're on center, and let's see what kind of run out. I'm not even going to fool around with the 10th indicator moving it. We're at about 4.5 tenths there. So there's 4.5 tenths movement already, and almost a full thou. Yeah, let's call it 9 tenths. Yeah, we'll call it 9 tenths out of concentricity. So the cool thing about this tool is you can bring it on center. So let me get a wrench, and we'll move it around. Okay, we're going to let the camera run here. Let me see if this light helps at all. Nope, that doesn't help. Okay, so I'm going to lock the spindle and break these loose. Do I have the right Allen? Come on. Come on, honey. There we go. Oh, yeah, move the indicator, so we'll have to reset that. All right, we'll reset the indicator. Okay, so let's give these a little bit of a snug. Okay, just a very light snug. Get the indicator back down on it. Let's find center again. There we go. Right there. And yeah, we're still at almost a thou. So let's give it a little tap tap. Long way. Let's go over here and try it over here. My little copper hammer I made. Hey, that works really good when you hit the indicator. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's double check the indicator. Yeah, you whack the indicator, it really helps quick, huh? Okay. This thing better not make a liar out of me. At about 6/10 there. I think I need to do a little snug. Moving a little too much. Getting a little closer. Let's go with a little more snug. Okay. Okay, we're down to 3/10. 3/10. Let's see if I can get that last little bit out of it. Right there. Still at 3/10. Let's give it a little more snug. Now the question is this quicker than regrinding or recutting the center? If it's hardened, you need to set up your grinder. If it's not hardened, of course you can just use it with a tool bit. Now the other night when I did this, I got it down to about nothing real quick. Of course the camera always gets you right there. There it is. No. Still at 4/10. 4/10. I'm liking that. Let's see. Yeah. Still at 4/10. Well, it looks like the best I'm going to get is 4/10 out of it on this run. Now, let's get a little bit more of a snug. See if I can get the rebound out of this guy. There it is. That's what I had the other day. 2/10 total, right? 1, 2, yep, 2/10 total. I could live with 2/10 total for what I do. Yikes. Give it a tighten up. Oh, that worked well. That worked well, tightening it up. Went back to where it was. There we are. Okay. So an adjustable center. And that's to drive off the chuck here with a dog. So I thought I'd show you that. I think it'd be a fun project. Like I said, I've taken a file, and this guy is all hardened, which is pretty cool. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by for the channel. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next Screwy Tuesday. Okay, I know you're probably going, hey you bastard, take the thing apart. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, I'll take it apart just for you guys. Never done this before. That you're seeing this live on camera. Let's see if there's any magic inside here. Probably my buddy Adam Padaka, who manufactures the Rook, will probably have this in production next week. Have it on eBay. Go for it, Adam. Andrew. So there's the back side of it. Got some clearance on the holes there. Nice finish on the back. And then you got your I think you can see that. Get your face right there. Pretty nice. Okay guys, go out and build yourself one. Oh, you probably want to know what those sizes of holes are? Alright, hang on a second. Okay, well, the attachments are a 1032, which for tapping is a 21. Let's see what a 1032 is. So a free fit is a 7, and a tight fit is a 9 for a 1032. and got a gauge pin here, and I've got a gauge pin that is a, if I can read it now, 216. So a 7 is a 201, so a 216 to give us clearance so that we can actually get to that center. Alright guys, it's a little project for you to build, and I figured it out. Thank you to Stan that I've got a tool that I can use that I've had for 10 years and didn't know what I had. Alright, see you again next Screwy Tuesday.